After adding schools and expanding our industry, we are now looking at some other types of service to grow the city. And today we will be looking into internet and mail. We're also gonna grow the city a little bit more because we will need more people and we need more tax revenue so we can get more money from everyone and we can keep expanding the city. The goals for today then would be potentially expand a little bit into this area at the bottom here, although we might do something different. We may transform this into a park instead of building more houses in here. Maybe we still build around the school, but not in this area because this is quite lower compared to the area where the school actually is. So this is one thing. I will also expand more residential into this area. We still have some unfilled zoning that we can put down over here, and we'll make very good use of that. And I want some medium density residential around the school here, along with some commercial as well. And then we will start working in this area. So before we do anything else, I believe we need some tiles in here so we can start working on these areas that we would like. I'll pick some of these tiles, not necessarily will build on all of them, but this will just give me some more space where I can actually work with without struggling a lot with the spacing that we have. I'll even actually get one more over here, so we have even more space for that. The first thing that we may look at is actually internet service. If you look at, for example, industry, let me look at some other view here because that will make my life easier. Company profitability. So industry is just at 30% at the moment. If you look at the efficiency of the building, network quality is very low. And the reason why that's so is because we don't have any radio mass for transmitting mobile data, radio and TV signals. So this is really bad. Now, we could unlock the telecom tower, which is much larger and would cover the whole city. The problem with that is that potentially I'll need 3 radio masts for the whole city at the moment. This would be 15,000 of upkeep per month, and one of those is 95,000, which is quite a lot. So I'll keep that for later. And we'll go around and find some good areas for us to have these antennas, and we will get that all sorted. Well, starting from this main island over here, I think we can add, well, we could add this right in the middle, or we could ignore this a little bit and maybe get this tower over here. This will provide some connection. We could go in here and provide an extended area of coverage for that to help us out. And there we go. This would cover a little bit more of this area. It's not excellent, but it will be enough for what we need. And actually that expansion would work really well on this one too, because we would have like coverage in this whole area. We don't have around here. We might add another. Oh, I wish we could fit one in there, but I've had something else in mind for that area. But I think this would be a great area, not to mention that this is pretty high and this provides a better signal coverage. So now we have enough coverage for all these areas. Actually, really good. Maybe we need another one somewhere in here that will help us finish covering all this area, but that'll be for a little bit later. So internet is sorted. We haven't sorted post office yet. And looking at what we could do in here, I feel like post office at the entrance of the city here might be the best location for it. I could do over there actually. And there we go. This would hopefully provide enough processing for the whole city. We need 6,000. This provides doesn't tell me how much it processes per month, but I think it should be all right. What we will also do for this is adding the mailboxes. So mailboxes will be places where the citizens will use to send their mail, and the post office vehicles will go around and collect the mail from those areas. So I'll add some around here, just making sure that we have a very good coverage. I don't know what's the right ratio in here, but I usually add like as many as I feel like it's needed, and haven't had any problems. Also, this doesn't cost anything to keep, so why not? Add some in the middle of the industry because I believe this would be kind of busy for that, and maybe in the middle of the farms over there. And this should start changing as soon as we get the vehicles going out to collect the mail. It should be working. So there we go. That is really good. Now this will give us coverage. What will change for us? This will provide, especially the internet, more profitability for buildings like the industry and the commercial. So we should see an increase on these numbers. So we had 30% on industrial, we are already at 39, and even office is going up now. So that is really good. And what we need as well, it's people. And as I mentioned, this should bring a little bit more medium density when you have internet coverage, and we will use that in our favor. So the first thing that I'll do, I will look for the demand on the low density residential, and I will get that all sorted around here. I just hope that the wind is going, yeah, it's going that direction, so we should be all good in here. While we wait for this area to grow, we will go around and around the high school over here and look into this area. So I think we could go with a more grid-like area in here, and I will try to leave enough space for that. We certainly don't need that now, but I certainly want to do this. Let's see if this will be enough space for it. All right, this will be enough space there, and I will get this area all sorted, and I'll be right back. This will be the initial layout for us in here. Nothing crazy, nothing major, but we do have a park in the middle and an alley road coming through here, and then a pathway connecting at the back there. And then we left the space for the sports facility here for the high school, and the connections are all done in there. Now we'll move back into this area, and we will look into how we can make this look a little bit better. So we start with some road layouts in here. I will use the alleys as well, and we will see how this all looks when we finish. Right, I noticed that it's actually a little bit easier in this area than I initially thought. If we look at this, we have kind of a flat area in here, and then we can follow the guidelines in there. If the terrain starts to look like crazy like this, we can always go there and cut this back a little bit, and then we can see how that looks like. Yeah, much better that way. So we can keep an eye on that and make some decisions based on that when this fills up as well. Look what I found in here. Moose. Yay! Hello there. I like it. Nice. Love it. I love the details. Like you see some of those details everywhere. I really enjoy seeing that. I also feel like looking at this area over here, we need to add some trees in this area over here. I think that will look a little bit better if we do that. Especially that we need to wait for them to grow as well, as you know. That will hopefully help us out. I'll do some pines in there. Alright, I'll speed things up a little bit because we need to wait for all of this to fill. And over here, I might just go ahead and add more trees as well. This is looking really bare at the moment. And I think we can make this look a lot better. Alright, these things should be good enough. This area over here is doing well. We expanded a little bit, so maybe we need more mailboxes. Yes, we do need that. I'll add one, maybe one here, one there, and one there, just to keep things ready. As we've created this new area, I'll add a new mailbox over here to help them out, and this should be going well. Yeah, there we go. Mail service availability, 7,000, processing 6,000. That's all right. We still have more vehicles that can be used, so not a problem at all. If you look at the demand as well, we can take a look at what we might need. So it seems like we need more jobs for residential to come, right? It's complaining about all of the options in here. And it seems like we have local demand for commercial, we have high-skilled labor, and just labor availability as well. For industrial, although we have like a lot of demand in there, we still have some unoccupied buildings, so we can wait a little bit before we do any of that. What that tells me is that if there is anything that we could add in here is some commercial. Maybe in this area I've added a few over here as we're starting to see more demands in this area. But this will start to change slowly, and that will hopefully help us. We do have a bit of demands in here, so what I will do, I'll add 2 buildings in there just to help with this area. Although this is not like a huge amount of jobs, this will certainly help, especially if you look at unemployment. Yeah, we still have some unemployment there that we can use with our commercial buildings, really. I'm also looking at this and starting to think that we need ways to cross the highway in there. We could lower the highways, or we could increase the height of the roads. We could raise the highway as well, or create like bridges or underpasses under the highway in there. At the moment, we don't have any of that unlocked, so this is something that we would have to unlock as well. We do have some quite nice interchanges in here that we could maybe unlock and use. This interchange here, directional T interchange, is the one that we can see over there, and we still need to fix this ugliness over here. But I'm looking at this and saying if there is anything that we could change here to make it look a little bit better and also provide access to both sides. There are certainly some options, and very compact options, like the teardrop roundabout, which might go really well in here, open up some space for us, and we could do a little bit better. I think that's what we'll do. Let's do that. We need to unlock highway, we need to unlock large roads and intersections. A lot of unlocks in there. And now we can see exactly the size of this. We have this one. We have this one that I mentioned would be quite nice to go in here. We have to delete everything and rebuild, but that's alright. Just to have an idea on the size this occupies. So I'm wondering if we go with the dog bone roundabout in the middle there with this one, or if we go with this one, which basically you just have like traffic lights, or if we do a trumpet roundabout and then expand connecting to that roundabout on this side. That's also a nice option for here as well. I might need to change the shape of that industry a little bit. Oh, they all look really nice. I think I'll go with this one over here. So let's pause the game. I will remove everything here and we will be right back. Okay, if I have done everything correctly, then it should work. I'll also, just thinking if I will do it or not. I'm thinking about increasing the length of these extra lanes in here. Like so. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just to give them a little bit more space to get into the lane there. And yeah, that was really easy to do. I really like it. Also, what I noticed is that, interesting enough, some of the cars and trucks, they go here and they keep going. I think they were just adjusting. They are actually going through the tunnel in there. Nice. And for those that have asked, well, I'll see if I can get there. But tunnels are rendered. Cool. All right. That is really, really nice. So this is done. This provides us with an access to this side of the road already, and I quite like it. I'll also use the opportunity to add more commercial, as we know we do need that, and that'll be very helpful in terms of what we need to do. And yeah, the area is starting to grow, and we are now setting things up for even more growth over here. Also make sure that we have what we need over there, which are basically more residential. And I believe if we go here, yes, we do have the sound barriers now. And I want to do this because of the residential area that we have in here. And basically, this is how they look like. And you have a sound barrier in there. And we may do the same over here because, yeah, that might be needed. Let's do it. I think I'll try to go all the way over here. We may say, like, destroy a house in there, but that is all right. We can rebuild them and we should be good to go. Also, obviously, some more trees over here. We can't miss that. And I think this will look really good when this grows. There's one extra thing that I want to do, and it's basically providing access to the other side there. So what I want in here Let me see where we will connect these as well. I'm thinking over here, maybe we go a little bit further up, like 5, go there. I'll try to remove the elevation as much as I can. There we go. And then we can use the normal one, go back to ground level and do something like this. And on the other side, I think I'll do the same. And we have a nice little pedestrian bridge over here. This is so good. Look at this. I really love this. I'll even take a screenshot. Whoops. There we go. And all right, this area is all done as well. We now have our new highway junction. We have some buildings that collapse in there because we don't have enough people moving. But what we'll do next time is basically work on probably college. We need to start working on the college so we can start bringing more skilled or educated people to the city, and then that will create demand for offices for us. So, but for today, I'm really happy with the outcome that we had in there. We do have our new highway interchange, which is a lot more compact and will enable us to get traffic to both sides of the highway. And we expanded our residential or commercial and add a little cute bridge for pedestrians as well. And obviously added the mailboxes and post office for the citizens and the internet services, which will also be crucial for the offices as well. If you don't have that, offices won't come. So basically 2 things that you need for offices: the internet service and educated people. So the minimum level of education is the college level, and that will start creating demand for your city. But that'll be for the next episode. For today, that'll be all. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.